Hello and welcome. I hope you're safe and well. In today's exciting episode, I get out a box of beads and we have a look through them.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
Now, a month or two ago, I made the pink and white Linden tweed up into a jacket using Burda 6123. And then I covered it in sequin and beads that are pinks, like hot pinks and reds. And then I was going to do these other design details using red seed beads, but I couldn't find the red seed beads. So anyway, I've got the box of red beads, and spoiler alert, the seed beads I'm looking for aren't actually in here, but I got the box out and I tried to open it with one hand, but I had to put the camera down. So I'm going to get them all out. There's some silver in there as well because I'm going to use them with red beads. So I emptied everything out onto the table, a workbench, and here we go. I'm going to give you a little look at, I'll tip each of them out of their bags because you can't really see them in the bags. So these ones are by cones or little three-dimensional triangles. I tend to use them when I'm doing the red triangles on the back of jackets, but I also think they look amazing on that satin look fabric, jacquard. And then these ones are the ones, as I said, that I use for the triangles. This is the one when I filmed this back in November. I was still working on the Lobster jacket and I used them for that. It's much flatter than the ones that I normally do. I like it. It's just different. Anyway, so that's what I use those ones for. And also these red ones here, I tend to use them in that one as well, either just anchoring a plain red sequin or doing little strings up of beads. And then I've got another big bag that's just bright red. So this bag here is particularly good if the jacket is a light color, because then the transparent ones look good on that, whereas the solid ones look better on a darker color because it doesn't catch the colour from behind. These ones here, I bought a bag of mixed coloured ones, a couple of bags of mixed coloured ones, and then sorted them out when I was watching a TV show. I tend to sort out my multicoloured beads into different groups that I'm going to use. So I'll typically put the aqua and bright green ones together to use in something, and then the red ones I'll keep to use on as triangles. And yeah, this bag here is ages and ages ago I made this tweed jacket and I almost entirely covered it with beads that were sort of magenta and red, and I kind of I love that one. It's amazing and I love that there's tweed underneath it, but I think if I made another jacket that just had like a solid red underneath it with those beads on top, it would look almost entirely different than the one that I already have, so the tweed one. So that's why I have them. But I've just noticed that some of the, every time I look at a bag of beads, I'm like, oh, or I could divide them into 3 different lots, because these red ones, you can't really tell on the camera, on the footage, but in person, those red ones are very neon red. And I've got this jacket that I want to take the beaded trim off and embellish it with neon beads, so I might use them for that. So then I get distracted and I divide them into 3 things. We've got the pinks and magentas, which I could use. There's so many, I could use them to do there's enough to do one whole jacket. The red ones, the bright red ones, I could use bright but not neon red ones, I could use to make triangles. And then and then also the pink ones I could divide into 2. The magenta ones I can keep together, and then the sort of more dusty pink ones I could use. So as I said, I love this pink and white tweed jacket that I made a while ago. And then after I made that one, I made the daisy jacket, which is well, it started out as aqua and grey with daisies on it, but it ended up being aqua and white basically. And that reminded me that I had this other fabric, which is actually pale blue and white and with pink flowers on it. So I've decided I want to make a jacket, a bolero out of that, and sort of use some of the leftover pink flowers from the pink and white jacket and maybe some of the daisies from the daisy jacket. And this is the back of the pink and white jacket, so you can actually see the pink sequin flowers that I'm talking about. And later on you'll see one of those cherry blossom flowers, beads as well, because I used all of them except for one. Very annoying. But anyway, back to the pink and blue and white fabric with the squares on it. So basically I'm going to bead along the blue lines with blue, pink and maybe white daisies. I don't know. The fabric is so white. I don't think using white daisies on it will work. So yeah, I think maybe just pale pink, blue and those other pink ones that I'm just about to show you again, these ones here. So I think that will work. And like hedgerows in between each of the flowers, and then maybe put some flowers on the actual squares as well, like inside the squares, not just along the fences. But we'll see. And these are the neon ones. They don't look particularly neon, I suppose. This is the jacket that I want to use them on. It's navy blue and cream with flecks of neon colours in there. When I made it, I made this beaded trim to go on it, and the green beads are bright instead of neon. And yeah, it doesn't work for me. I would like it more if it had neon beads on there. And as much as I would love to use every neon colour of beads that I have, you sort of have to pick one colour thread and then build the beads you use around that. So I've got this neon red and neon orange thread. So I'm going to use beads that match those. I'm going to stitch one bead on each of the navy coloured squares. That way the whole jacket will look brighter and whiter or creamier rather than, yeah. I wasn't sure whether I would stitch them on the cream parts or the navy parts, but definitely the navy parts. So then I packed those beads away again. And so we've seen about half the beads, and we've got the darker red ones to go. Oh, I've got this big bag of a medium large size sequins. I used about a handful of them on this one here. You just fold it in half, use a kilt pin to punch an extra hole in it, and then you attach it. Because they're so big, you sort of have to attach it secure it in two different places. But the next time I use them, I think I'm going to make them look like Christmas decorations. So I'll have one flat and then I'll fold the other one in half, and then I'll just hang them down so they look three-dimensional, but they're also just hanging down off a string of beads. It's a little hard to do without actually getting out fabric, doing a whole sample for you. But yeah, I think I'll do that later on for Vlogmas. And then this bag here is glass beads, red. For some reason, red glass beads cost more to make. Like each color uses different chemicals or something. So red beads are generally more expensive than other colored beads. And so whenever I see red beads on sale, I just buy them because I know that relatively it's an absolute bargain. So yes, I have way too many of them. The center bag here is larger red ones. So I guess when you make a triangle, you can lay down the big ones first, then fill it in with medium small ones. This bag here is all dark red, all different type of beads, but dark red ones. And I think I'll use them on a tweed jacket that I made last December. That's magenta and dark red with bits of silk in there. These are dark red seed beads. I'm looking for the plain red seed beads, not the bright red ones or the dark red ones, which are the ones that I found. Anyway, these ones are separate from the regular red seed beads because I'm going to string them and then put an olive bead on there and use them on this. I'm going to make a jacket out of this rose fabric, which is absolutely beautiful. And I love how it mixes pink, dark red and olive, so I'm going to use olive and dark red beads on that. Now these ones here, someone passed away a month or two ago, and well, it's 40 days when I'm filming this, but I'm filming it for December, so it's 2 months ago now. And he used to wear this silver ring he was a spiritual leader, and he used to wear a silver ring with red stone in it. And I thought, well, I've got some red fabric. Maybe I'll make a jacket that's red wool with silver on there, because Alexander McQueen did ones that did a royal collection where he did red jackets and red dresses, and then he had metallic on top. Here we go. I went on Pinterest and got some pictures from the collection. This jacket is just amazing. Obviously, I don't use fur, but just I think this one was velvet, and the gold work on it is just remarkable. It's so completely amazing. And then this is like a red silk taffeta overdress with a sort of almost body stocking base and in black tulle, and then the gold work over it. Absolutely amazing. And just the fabric manipulation on some of these is just exquisite. And who doesn't love a super long cape? It's fabulous. This one here, in the show, it looked like they had blood red tattoos on them. It's a body stocking, you can tell that from the photos, but it was remarkable. He shows, if you ever have spare time to actually look at things, because I tend to listen to stuff when I have YouTube on, but if you have time to actually look at things, then definitely look up old McQueen shows when he was alive, because they were amazing. This is the one I was talking about. So it's a red wool jacket with metallic embellishment. It's just absolutely amazing. It's so stark, the silver or the metallic on red. It's just amazing. I think you either have to use metallic or red with metallic highlights. I don't think the two will mix well. And I do actually have 2 bits of red wool. One is a lighter suiting weight, and the other one is more of a jacket or light coat weight. So I think I'll make 2 different jackets, Chanel style fitted structured jackets, and use the red beads with metallic highlights on one and use the silver on another. And this is me just showing you the 3 different types of silver beads I have. Those ones are the flat ones. These are the round or 3-dimensional ones. And then I also have some small, really heavy ones. And these ones here are like, do you remember the cactus flowers jacket that I made? Each flower was made with a bunch of different sequins and beads stacked on top of each other. And one of them was this sort of diamond-shaped amber coloured one. Well, I also have some silver looking ones and some gold looking ones, but the base bead underneath isn't amber. I just picked out all the amber ones and used them on that cactus flower jacket. Anyway, so these are ones I'm going to use all on one jacket. At first I did think I would mix the red ones in there as well, but I just don't think it will look good. So, and I do think there's enough of these silver ones to make the whole jacket just with them. So I think I'll do that. And then, we're getting to the end. These are my strawberry beads. These are expensive handmade ones. And they put little green bits on top. They're not very clear, but they're so tiny. I stood one up on a pin, on a needle, so that you could sort of see it, but you can't really. So they're a little bit too dark though. what am I going to use them on? If you use them on white, then you can see that it's sort of a strawberry, but not really. But if I use them on a dark red, then they'll go even darker. Like when you use a dark glass bead on a dark color, it makes them go darker. So not really sure what to do there. I do have this Very Hungry caterpillar fabric from the kids storybook, and it's got food on it, and I have these glass bok choy beads, and I have some bits of fruit, and then I have these strawberry ones. So I suppose I could use them on that and just use the bok choy and the glass strawberry ones, like the really, really expensive ones, around the collar, so that, you know, because that's the bit that you see. Maybe, I don't know. Is it wasting? I also have some pineapple beads as well, so that are like these, but they're obviously the ambery pineapple colour with little green bits on the top. So maybe I'll use them all on one jacket. I don't know. That seems incredibly extravagant. These beads are dangle ones where the hole is on one corner and you sort of drip the beads down. And these are ones that I'm thinking of maybe, see, there's that cherry blossom one. Some of them look like chocolates and some of them look like bits of candy, and there's a Christmas pudding in there. So I was thinking of using these on the corduroy gingerbread house jacket. Maybe, I'm not sure. And I also have some berry coloured ones of those, like the ones I used on the cactus flower jacket, but these ones are berry coloured. So maybe I'll use them with the metallic and red ones. I don't know. I was thinking of using the berry and metallic ones on my magenta Chanel tweed. I've got 2 magenta Chanel ones. I thought I might use them on one of those. Anyway, so it's time to pack all of these away, because that's all the red beads in this box. It's not a very big box, but my goodness, it would take me an entire year to use up all these different red beads on red jackets, or red beads on non-red jackets. As I was putting them away, I saw the wine gum one. It's a bit of candy. Now I want to go buy some wine gums. Anyway, there we go. That is all the red beads and those silver ones that are going on a red jacket back in the box. Now I have to go look at another box to find those seed beads I was actually looking for, so that I can finally finish those last 2 design elements on the pink one. Anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little glimpse at one small little bit of my bead collection. Seriously, it's never ending. It's going to take me my entire lifetime to use up all my beads. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, look at that daisy jacket. It's still so cute. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you've been inspired to make yourself a jacket or something for this holiday season. Happy sewing and beading.